going on, people? Hope you're good and well. This is FA Code, record producer. Just wanted to do a quick breakdown just to demonstrate some of the sounds that I used to create my new single, Made Man. So let's dive into this. The way this whole thing started was pretty much, it kicked off with a sample that I found, because as you know, I don't really play many instruments, so I wanted to do something with guitar, and I searched for something on Tracklib. Shout out Tracklib. I found this really nice little simple guitar, basically. It was the beginning of a song. It was a sample by a group called Sun Vision. A track called Cell. Really simple guitars that they had. If I can play it to you. That's pretty much what it started like, or what it was, and I decided to loop it. I made it go down a couple semitones, and then that was pretty much it. I just pressed play and that was that. Then I just looped it a couple times over. So what I did after the sample is I wanted to add some additional guitars, but unfortunately I didn't really have I don't know how to play instruments, and I didn't really have anybody that could play something for me at the time when I made this. So I just scrolled around with some of my plugins that I had. I found a plugin called Mellotron, and it's had a really nice sound, something that sounded like a harp or guitar, and I just sort of just played it by keys. Something really simple, just to play along with whatever the sample was doing, and just to complement the sample, really. So the next thing I did was the drums. Because of the guitar sample, it's very nice, very mellow, very laid back. I wanted to create something that just brought the feel out a little bit more. The drums are simple, but I just added the extra triplet hi-hats just to give it that trappy feel just a little bit, add a little bit of character to the song. Yeah, so then the next thing I did was try and find a bass. Again, with the bass, because of the kind of song that this is, I could have just gone out there and got my bass guitar and started playing, even though I don't know how to play, or find someone that could do that for me, but none of these were present at the time when I made that. So the only possible sound that made sense was the 808 bass, or something that I wanted to drop in, only because of the fact that it just had that trap hip hop sort of feel. That's actually two different 808s playing against each other. So there's one that's really bassy, that was one that was kind of distorted, and then alongside another one that was just a simple rounded 808. And played one alongside the other, and I just came up with that. To be honest, I didn't want to just leave the bass how it was, because I knew that it would have just been boring to just have to drop, and at the time I didn't really know what I wanted to do or how I wanted to do it. So what I then done was started to glide some of the bass, add some additional drops and just glide them, and I came up with something, a pattern like this, and it was quite nice. It had a nice feel to it. Just added it, gave it some extra character, basically. what I tend to do is I also have the same way that I have a verse, pre-chorus, and a chorus. I'll also have a pre-chorus and a chorus. So usually it tends to be a part where I bring in some instruments, and then on the second part, the first eight, for example, I'll bring in some instrument. The second eight, I'll add some extra strings in there just to kind of give it an additional oomph, you know. And this is pretty much what that was here. So that's the first part of the chorus. It's nice and mellow, kind of gets to the point of it. And in the second part, I'll always add an additional string just to kind of emphasize what I did, the part that I did. So for me to like kind of complete it, I just wanted to add some vocals in there. Not mine straight away, but something that, you know, would just give it a little extra. So then I found this song on Tracklib, shout out Tracklib again, from Leisure Centre. It's called Don't Go, and it was an a cappella sample. If I just play that to you. So the original sample is just voices, and what I tend to do is get the a phrase. So I might get the beginning of a phrase and chop it up, or the beginning of an ad-lib and chop it up and drop it in there, and drop it in places that I see fit, basically.
I'll be there for you when your hope is gone.
Just little words that I find.
Get you through. I'll be there for you.
And then what I did is I dropped it down. Actually, this one I punched it up a couple tones up, and pitched it up just a little bit, and it just sounded a little bit different, you know.
I'll be there for you when your hope is gone. Hold on.
And that's pretty much it. So let me play the whole thing together, and you kind of get an idea of what I created. So. Once again, that's it. Simple.